Hey everyone, good afternoon. So I have my another digital business chat series, and we have a very special guest today from Ontario, Canada. Her name is Krista, and I'm going to let her introduce herself to us, guys, because today is a very special day. We're going to discuss more about the business that we are doing, and hopefully you will find some value in the conversation that we're gonna have today, and as well if you are watching, tell us where you're watching from, and if you have more questions about the business that we are doing, feel free to drop that in the chat, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. All right, Krista, please introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay, hi, my name is Krista and I live in Trenton, Ontario, Canada. I'm originally from Germany and my family moved here when I was very young. So I've lived in Canada the majority of my life. I've moved around a little bit, but this is where I've settled. I love this area. I'm a mom of two daughters and I have four grandchildren I'm a nana of. And my background is mostly administrative, office management positions. And now I'm retired from that and I work full time on my digital business.
Perfectly. That's brilliant. Okay, so I have prepared some questions for you, and then to educate more about the business to our audience. So, okay, my first question is because digital marketing is very broad topic. So, do you mind explaining what is digital marketing in your own words?
Okay, so digital marketing, in my own words and my own understanding, is basically just utilizing the internet to make an income. That's basically what it is. It's just a fancy word. So you use all the social media platforms and you just use the ones you're comfortable with and get yourself out there. You're really marketing yourself. So people realize that you're a real person, you're not some robot. And yeah, like we're just real people out there utilizing the internet to make a living. And that's basically what it is.
Exactly. So imagine just using the technology to run such a huge online business, right?
Yes, yes.
So, okay, so my next question is what motivated you to start this journey?
Okay. So when I was younger, I was a single mom. I raised my two girls on my own, and I worked two and three jobs to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't really think about too much. You know, I was just kind of surviving and raising my girls and
Mhm.
everything. But as I got up into my mid 50s, some of my friends were retiring, and some of them, you know, or had really grand, you know, plans of their retirement, what they were going to do. And all of a sudden it hit me as like, oh my goodness, you know, because I had, you know, all my resources basically went into raising my family. I didn't have anything put away for my later years. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to start thinking of doing something else because I certainly don't want to work the traditional 9 to 5 job forever, right? So I just started putting myself out there and I really started targeting the internet only because, not that I knew anything of it, I was green. I had no experience in it. It's just I felt the world was going in that direction. And I felt it would offer me the flexibility I wanted and the stability I needed. And that's really when I started targeting the internet and looking, you know, at different options. When an ad came across my feed at one point, and I knew right away that this is what I was looking for. I was looking for, and I was right. You know, I did, you know, what I needed to do, and I got right in. I thought I was so excited to find it.
Exactly. So, were you active on social media when you found this opportunity?
Absolutely not. I had a Facebook page because my kids and my grandkids had, you know, social media. But I posted a picture on occasionally just so my family would be able to see it. But that was
Mm-hmm.
it. that was the extent of my social media experience. I had none. And I certainly didn't do interviews or go lives or
Ex-
videos of myself online. I didn't do any of that stuff. So I was totally green. And I started at 59 and a half. I always like to put that half. I was almost
Yeah.
60 years old when I started. So
Mhm.
this goes to show you you don't need any experience and age has nothing to do with it.
Exactly. So you were only using social media for family communication,
That's it. That's all
and
I did. Yeah.
now you're using it for business.
That's
Amazing.
correct. Yes, and I have multiple social media pages and I'm out there all the time. Which was, I'm not kidding, it was an adjustment at first because when you don't do it, it is an adjustment. But
Exactly.
now I just love it. I love doing it, and I really have found that I like being creative. So I like creating posts, and it's like a great big coloring box, right? Like you can get
Yeah.
as creative as you want to, and it's a lot of fun. You can make it a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can apply your creativity in here. Exactly.
Absolutely,
Like, yeah,
absolutely.
it's true what you said. It's like having fun in here, like playing, because
Yeah,
just by all that, right?
yeah,
So yeah, thank you for that. And in here, because a lot of people think that when you run a global digital business, you have to be on your computer 24/7 or most of the time. So I want to know how many hours or how do you allocate time to run this business as a busy mom, grandmom. So can
yeah.
you share with us, please?
Yeah, so my time is really sporadic. I haven't mixed all over the place because I am busy and I like to be outdoors. I kayak in the summer. I hike all the time, all year round. I like to travel. I'm busy with my family and my grandchildren. So my time is really sporadic. When I first started, of course, you have to really concentrate to get it set up. Take
Mm-hmm.
it can take anywhere up to a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how much time you have to allocate to get set up. Once you're set up, I just take my phone with me. I'm on it. I've been on it on my kayak, answering somebody, or even doing a go live on my kayak,
Exactly.
out in the water. And so it's really sporadic. I feel like I don't put a whole lot of time into it, but I have my phone and I just go on it whenever I need to go on it. So it's on my timeline, which is what I wanted because
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was looking for because I didn't want to have that structured um, work life for the rest of my life, right? I wanted something that was flexible, and that's exactly why I love this business.
Brilliant. So yeah, so can you tell us as well what are the steps to get into this business, please?
Okay, so well, if you're interested in looking into this business, the first step is to register on Marie's website. And what you will do is you'll put your name and your email address in there, and you'll have access to a 90-minute webinar. You'll also get a link to a live 90-minute webinar that happens twice a week. After that, it's set out in increments, just steps, so that you don't get overwhelmed, and you
Mm-hmm.
just follow those steps. And you reach out to Marie with any questions that you have at any time. We have all the answers, and it's total transparency. It's just set out in steps so it doesn't overwhelm you. And believe me, having had no experience in the online space and coming into here totally green, you're thankful that it is done that way, because if everything was put on you all at once, you would just go, oh my God, no, forget it. But it gives it to you in increments so that you can absorb it and really learn what's going on, right?
That's true because it's we give them the time to absorb everything, because if we drop everything in front of them, they won't be able to understand what we actually do. So yeah. and it's safe, guys. You don't have you lose nothing. It's only your 90 minutes to check this business opportunity. Okay, so yeah, before we wrap things up, Krista, what advice can you give to our audience? When it comes to online business.
Okay. So the advice I would give anybody, if you're at all interested, it costs nothing to look into it, um, other than your time. And you are worth it. You're worth that time. You're worth, because I mean, I can praise this business up and down as much as I want, and I can because I truly do believe in this business. But you are not going to believe it unless you look into it yourself. You have to take the steps to look into it yourself and find out for yourself. And don't allow your fear, because that always creeps into all of us. Oh my God, what if this is a scam? Or what if this isn't legitimate? Or what if I can't do it? Well, first thing, if it is a scam or wasn't legitimate, I wouldn't be here almost 4 years later if it wasn't legitimate. And so it is a legitimate opportunity. We file our taxes just like everybody else. So, but you need to find this out for yourself. So the first step is the webinar. And then, like I said, everything's set out incrementally, and you just follow the steps and reach out to Marie, and she'd be more than happy to help you.
Exactly. Yes, thank you so much, Krista. So there you go, guys. More information about what we actually do. So Krista is all the way from Ontario, Canada. This is the beauty of this business. You'll meet a lot of all kinds of people from all walks of life, from different locations. Right. So yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. And don't hesitate to reach us out if you need more further details about the business that we are doing. All right. So thank you so much.
And thank you for having me, Marie. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much, Krista. It's my pleasure for having you on board here. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much.